I think what I'm the most excited about is like walking onto the floor with you.
Yeah.
Like I'm so
being
excited
like,
to be like,
boom.
yeah, we're about to do this together.
Yeah.
Like that
Likewise.
feeling I'm excited about. First day of competition. We are in Miami, Waterpalooza. We're hanging out in the hotel lobby.
The venue was like right across the street, and we had so much time between the briefing and now. So we're like, let's come in and get a cup of coffee and get us set for the event.
So first event is the fast and finish faster. One person is going to be doing chest to bar, one person doing pistol, and one person doing handstand push-ups.
Twice through.
Twice
and you cannot
through.
switch between the two.
And then we have the swim event and a 5K run.
Yeah, all at the
That
same
one
time.
makes me like, woo!
Yeah. So it's two separate events. So one event is a 5K and an assault runner between the three of us, but one person is doing the D-ball workout. So it's 15 D-ball cleans, swim, I think it was like 150 meters they said,
Yeah.
and then 21 D-ball squats. And once you're out of that, you can come help with the run, but then you tag the next person in. So
we're like, is the swim portion going to be longer than the run portion?
well, it's two separate, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
Like,
I know,
it
but then
stops.
it's like, doesn't make sense to have the best runners just on the treadmill for the longest period of time.
True.
I do think we're going to be finishing the swim piece
First.
ahead of
Yeah.
the run. So for the end of the run, I think we will be 3. I think I'm not the most aggressive athlete, so I think it'll be best to have like a strong swimmer going first.
Yeah, I think so too.
Even though I will be fresh going, I think the swim scares me.
It's going to be so hard coming out because the run is going to be done in sprints. It's honestly
Yes.
going to be like 20 to 30 seconds on, 20 to 30 seconds off, and just like,
Interval
Go.
sprints.
and then having to go from that to
the
cleans
swim.
and the swim, like, it's going to be hard. And I think we just have to like assume that it's going to be
Yes,
hard.
exactly.
Yeah.
I think just for the last minute, you will just run and I will just rest for the swim.
But honestly, I thought that just as long as we're keeping the treadmill
Yeah.
always going,
Yeah. No, I think that one is like kind of interesting event because
Yeah.
there's quite a bit of strategy that goes to it. And then the final one, that there's synchro, ring and bar muscle ups, squat clean, and squat snatches. That workout will be brutal.
that one's pretty scary.
Yeah.
You know, it's a lot of reps, and we have to be like in synchronization and for all of it, you know.
Yes.
So there's always two people working, and they're not easy movements for us. It's a lot of ring muscle ups. Yeah, and I'm just excited to see like the winning teams on that one. Like,
Yeah.
what's going to be their strategy? Is there going to be a lot of separation or?
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what
Yeah.
will be the best strategy for it. I at least know it'll be a lot of fun today.
Like, part of it, it's so cool to be on like such a good team.
Yeah.
But I also feel like the pressure of being on such a good team, and like you never
Yeah.
want to be the one to hold anybody back. But
Yeah,
then at the
exactly.
same time, like I'm on a team with two of the best in the world. Like it's
Yeah.
hard, it's even like you gotta go so hard. Like there's just no place to hide or to relax, and we just constantly gotta go.
I think what I'm the most excited about is like walking onto the floor with you.
Yeah.
Like I'm so
being
excited
like,
to be like,
Boom.
yeah,
let's do
we're
this.
about to do this together.
Yeah.
Like that
Likewise.
feeling I'm excited about. Good. Stressed. Good. Excited. This workout seemed like one of the simpler ones. However, the setup that we set up, we ended up not doing. We were sure that Mal was gonna do the pistols, and she threw her hat in right away for that. I was pretty sure I was doing the chest to bar pull-ups and Kat was gonna do the handstand push-ups. Turned out it fitted better with me on the handstand push-ups and Kat on the chest to bar pull-ups. And then right before we took the floor, Kat ended up being on the pistols and Mal on the chest to bar. But I think the hardest part of this workout was that row. Oh my God, when you sat on the rower and you started pulling, it just counts so much slower. At least I feel like it counts so much slower than a C2 rower. So I was just going for full out from the very get-go, but it seemed like the last 40 meters took forever to count. And then running back to the girls, it was some heavy ass legs. Overall, fun event. Saturday Night Light, and we got cleans, snatches, gotta be in sync on top, and then we have a ton of muscle ups coming up. I think both me and Kat are mostly thinking about those muscle ups, but of course, gotta be ready for the other stuff too.
I think I like this event the most out of the ones that are left. Like, I think this event will be really fun. We have to communicate a line. It's a lot of moving pieces, and it's really hard to know how it's gonna feel because we haven't tried it at all. So it's gonna be hard to know how difficult is a shoulder to overhead gonna be after the thrusters, or no, after the rope climbs, or how difficult are the thrusters gonna be at the end of the workout after all those shoulder overheads and all the holds that you're gonna be doing. Like, are your shoulders gonna be smoked? Is your core gonna be smoked? It's like, I think it matters a lot to be fast, obviously throughout the workout, just to make sure that we're always moving. But I think this workout is in the end gonna come down to the thrusters. It's really easy to take a 20-second break on those thrusters, like drop the bar and just have to rest for so long.
What's the plan on that final set of thrusters?
Just fucking go. No, I think it is honestly like, I think that's gonna be the hardest part of the workout, and I think that's gonna be something that's gonna, like, we can have a 24 in mind and we can have a 12, and like at that point, I, for example, will have done holds here, shoulder overheads, holds here again, and like, I don't know what that's gonna feel like. So I think that's gonna be the most important part we communicate, and we'll know after the first 5 to 6 thrusters, I think, of like, it's a fine line between like, yeah, let's get this done as fast as possible, but also knowing like this is the last thing in the workout. Like, we need to dig at this point. And I just think a lot of changes can happen at this point. Both we could catch up with somebody, and we could also be caught. So I just think it's gonna come down to like, let's cycle it fast. Let's not have decided that we're gonna do huge sets. I think that's gonna slow us down. Let's start moving and then see how much we can dig.
Competition over. It is now Monday, and I'm feeling pretty good. I'm a little sore, but feeling good. Would have wanted to win. That was so close. Almost would have been better just to lose with 5 points or something instead of being even in points and losing on a tie break. But we had a blast, and the final event yesterday was amazing because we got to finish just like so hard and on a high note. All of yesterday was a fun day, I feel. I'm super proud of our max lifts because we just did what we could there. Like, we knew that would be a dangerous event for our team together, but we ended up, doing good. We hit what we wanted to hit, so that was a win. But there are so many, like, now looking back, there are just so many tiny things, just going a little bit harder on the run because it was like so couple of seconds, just getting a call from the judge a little bit sooner on where we had to all be in sync with the rope climbs. That was an expensive event because it was just like slow calls, and that slowed down how fast we could actually go there as well. Hard event to judge, so I am not shitting on judging there. The wall balls for me yesterday, we were kind of out of sync, me and Mal, and I felt like my ball was so uneven, and there was like this little puddle between us, so our balls kept on getting wet in the puddle as well and sliding, and I wasn't hitting the target properly. Like, I was going way above and then air balls, and it was just like, I am really good at wall balls. That's my jam. But yeah, that was kind of frustrating, but we did so good and so many other things. But it is one of these things. It's fun to look back. We did what we wanted to do. We had so much fun, and I really enjoyed getting to know Mal a little bit better. And she is a fierce competitor. She has strong mind and great belief in herself, and that is just so nice to see. And I'm very excited for what she's going to do in the future. And being on a team with Kat is just the best. We just work so well together, and I just love her. I appreciate our time together so much. So this was also just like quality time for us together. So overall, very happy with this Miami weekend. Thank you, Wadapalooza.